Ever pondered on what a password spraying attack is? Well, it's a cunning cyber attack technique that threat actors employ to gain unauthorized access to user accounts or systems. Unlike a conventional brute force attack which hammers one account with a barrage of username and password combinations, password spraying takes a more subtle approach. It tries a small number of commonly used passwords on a large number of usernames. This method gets its name, spraying, from its strategy. It's akin to spraying a wide area with a few droplets of water rather than focusing all the water on one spot. It spreads the attack across multiple accounts, attempting a few frequently used passwords on various user accounts. This tactic often slips under the radar, avoiding detection by not triggering rapid and repeated login attempts for a single account. Let's delve into the main characteristics of password spraying attacks. Firstly, attackers aim their arrows at multiple accounts within an organization or system, assuming that some users might have weak or common passwords. Secondly, they use a small number of common passwords instead of a wide range for each attempt. This increases their chances of hitting the bullseye. Lastly, they minimize the risk of detection by spacing out attempts over time, thus dodging account lockout mechanisms that might spring into action after multiple failed login attempts. Password spraying attacks take advantage of weak password practices or situations where users use easily guessable passwords or reuse passwords across multiple accounts. These attacks can hit the jackpot if even a handful of users have weak or default passwords. So how can we fortify our defenses against password spraying attacks? Here are some measures organizations can take. First, implement strong password policies. Encourage or enforce the use of complex and unique passwords across the board. Second, introduce account lockout and rate limiting mechanisms. These can lock user accounts or apply rate limiting after a certain number of failed login attempts, preventing successive attacks. Third, require multi-factor authentication. This adds an extra layer of security, making it harder for attackers to gain access. Fourth, educate users about the importance of using strong, unique passwords and the risks associated with password reuse. Lastly, continuously monitor and analyze logs for unusual login attempts or patterns that might indicate password spraying attacks. By implementing these security measures and best practices, organizations can dramatically reduce the risk of successful password spraying attacks and boost their overall cybersecurity posture. So remember, a strong, unique password can be a powerful shield against these cyber threats. Stay safe, stay secure.